Okay, here we go. We are live this time. We're live and it's real. And we're not going to try any fancy stuff this time. We were going to do, you guys, if you're joining us live, please say hi in the chat box. Let us know where you're from, because we're broadcasting over several channels. So we'd love to know that you're with us. And so went wrong on the last time. So listen, we are so excited to be here with you. We really are excited to be here with you. It's phenomenal. We've been waiting for this day. Here it is. We've got a whole weekend of real goodies for you. If you are in a relationship, if you're on the dating scene, whatever your status, there's going to be something for you this weekend. So let's get ourselves, we've got people joining us already. That's fabulous. Listen, so let's introduce ourselves first, okay? And then we're gonna tell you what we've got in store for you over this weekend. So my name is Mandy Evell. I have been in personal development for over 20 years now. Significantly in the last 5 years, I've been working with very closely with my mentor, Bob Proctor, and really supporting people and guiding people to success through mindset and how they think and the beliefs that they hold. So, Lee, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, that's brilliant. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. It's a real privilege. My name is Lee Hazard. You probably know that if you're on my page. I have been an entrepreneur now over the last 20 years, particularly in music, media, and tech. And today there's another string to the bow as we create this new project called the One Summit, which we'll share more of. My passion has always been around bringing people together in some form and helping to educate, empower, and entertain, usually through the form of entrepreneurship. And I'm really glad I could be still doing it 20 years on.
I love that. I love that. That's so cool. So guys, as you come on and watch, if you can give StreamYard permission, all right, what StreamYard will then do, there's a little link. Okay, if you give StreamYard permission, it just tells us who you are, gives us your name. Because right now, what comes up, it just comes up. We can't see who it is. It's just a user. Okay, so if you give StreamYard permission, StreamYard can pick up your name and then let us know who's here. So we've got a few people already jumping on, which is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So give us a thumbs up, give us a hearts. That's great. So we want to tell you a little bit about this weekend. So the first thing is, should we share why we're here in the first place? Lee, shall we do that? Yeah. What's the background? How did we get here?
Absolutely. So it actually started with a simple text from Mandy, actually. So many of you know I'm in the process of launching Univine, a video-only matchmaking and relationship coaching app, which is going live this weekend. Exciting times. And obviously, I've been neck deep in that. And Mandy, who is also my mindset coach, reached out to me through a text and said, why don't you create an online relationship summit as a marketing vehicle for Univine? And I just dismissed it straight away. I was like, no way, my hands are tied already with everything I'm doing. And as the day well, I wouldn't even say the day, about 10 minutes went on. And it was really clear that actually this is, putting on something like this as an extension to what we're doing with Univine, just in a sort of online, offline presence. And it just made sense straight away. So I said, sign me up. And so I think it was very clear as well that there's not much like this going on right now. There are people at every stage of love, whether they're single, whether they're in a relationship that's kind of working, not working, fully working, and there's those that are married. And it's very clear that at each stage, we all need help. I've been married 8 years, and I still definitely need help. how to be a better husband. And so we felt like this is something that, you know, is definitely missing. It's not very prevalent in today's world with everything going on. And so as I said, I think as soon as Mandy mentioned this, it started to make sense straight away. Let's make this available. Probably the most important part of our life. And there's not that much support around. And so we've come together to make sure we can contribute to that part of people's lives.
Yeah. And I think also, isn't it, that one of the things that most people will often do is that we tend to us. So it's like we go out there and go it alone in the dating world and in the relationship world. We think that we have to figure this all out by ourselves and that there isn't any other help out there. And even if there was, we still kind of want to do it on our own. So that's the whole reason, because my next question that I want to answer is what's the purpose of this? Why are we doing it? Because we really want to be here to provide community, to provide support, and really actually to provide a lot of insights into what works, what doesn't work, and actually dismantle some of those popular beliefs that there are around dating and relationships. And I'm just going to say here that I'm noticing that I think my IT and my Wi-Fi is a bit off kilter, which I think I'm going to have to get fixed before we bring our first guests on. So we're gonna keep going at the moment, but I need to get that fixed. Okay. So yeah. So what else? Why else are we here? What else is the purpose of this event? What do we want people to go away with? What do we want to achieve in this?
Yeah, I just wanted to circle back a bit, Mandy, to your point of community. And again, when I was doing the research around putting on these types of summit, one of the things that I noticed instantly was that these summits are just sort of one-off events. You come, you'll listen to some lessons, you go away, and that's it. And I felt actually what's benefited me in the past, and I can relate this to my own story of receiving coaching from Mandy. And that part was amazing. It helped me to level up in pretty much every area of my life. But what really helped sustain that growth was being part of a community of like-minded people. So we have these mastermind groups where we'd meet every week. We'd talk about how things are going, what the challenges are, what the wins, what we're grateful for, and just really helping each other on a consistent basis to make sure we're consistently leveling up. And I felt like this is what the purpose of the One Summit is. It's not just this one-off event where you come, you'll hear a few speakers, and then off you go. We're creating a community in which you can plug into after, so that you get that ongoing support, advice from a combinations of, therapists, relationship coaches, mindset coaches, Univine, shameless plug, and just a whole ecosystem of support for people to receive that ongoing encouragement they need on this path. It's no point us just coming together doing a one-off piece. And so I feel like that is the purpose, to provide that ongoing support, because we'll all need it at some place in our life, right? Whether we're single, whether we're in a relationship, whether we're married.
Absolutely, absolutely so. And I think what we'll do is we'll make sure that you've everyone here who's joining us has got the link so that they can join the community as well. So we'll make sure that that's available. So I mean, we want you to go away refreshed. I mean, we really want you to go refreshed, having looked at yourself, having looked at what kind of relationship you want, maybe what kind of relationship first you have with yourself. I mean, that's always a good place to start. Having some confidence, out there in the dating world and the industry, it's like so easy to knock our confidence and give up sometimes. So we want you to come away with increased confidence, a real confidence boost. Definitely some tips and some tools of how you can really excel and improve your journey So getting this journey on relationships, like fine tuning it, fine tuning it. And as Lee just said, didn't it? Like, could be in a relationship 8 years or 20 years, it still can do with a bit of fine tuning.
Oh, yes.
So so there is a lot here for everybody. Whether you're in a relationship now, whether you're haven't even started dating, no matter where you are, doesn't matter where you are in your journey, there's going to be something for you. Yeah, isn't that right, Lee?
That is. And yes, Tarisha, it is absolutely going to be an amazing summit. Hear, hear.
Yeah. Here. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to run through the events. We certainly say, okay, of what you can expect. It's like I say, it is jam-packed. I'm not quite sure how many platforms we're on, 2, 4, 6, 7 platforms that we're going on live. So we're going to just go through what you can expect today, what you can expect to get. So it starts with, who does it start with, Lee?
It starts with
Caitlin and Carly-Ann.
Carly-Ann, absolutely. So they're going to be talking about how to fall back in love with love. So this is a take on how to view love from a healthy perspective again. Like many of us, we're all carrying so many conditioning from childhood, relational patterns, and it's just unpacking that to make sure each of those are serving purpose for us to find a healthy love again.
Absolutely. In fact, their title is Fall Back in Love with Love, which is fabulous. Listen, these two girls are amazing. You truly don't want to be missing them. If you've been sort of around the dating scene for a while and feeling a little bit burnt out, this is definitely the session for you. Absolutely, definitely the session for you. So you want to make sure you tune into that, okay? And they're going to be doing a bit of a workshop. There'll be some opportunity for Q&As as well. So this is very interactive, guys. This isn't about us talking to you. This is about any of our speakers just talking to you, some interaction going as well. So that's Caitlin and Carly-Ann. And then who have we got? Lee, we've got next.
After that, a little bit of a crossover. We have Kelvin Troy Johnson, who is a Atlanta, US-based dating and relationship coach. I've had the added benefit of being on a live broadcast with Kelvin, and he is absolutely amazing. So his specialty really is helping high-valued, successful, single women find their match. What I really love about Kelvin is he has a really deep understanding of the male and the female psyche, which is something I noticed. And so I think there's definitely going to be a lot in there for both sides.
Well, I'm really looking forward. I'm not hosting that one. Lee and I are taking it in turns to host, but I'm really looking forward to listening to Kelvin, because it's for all the women out there. You want to know what makes men tick? He's going to tell us. So really looking forward to that. And then we've got Tarisha. Yeah.
Yes, Tarisha Young, who is also one of the Univine coaches. I'm sure.
Do you want to tell us a bit about Tarisha?
I do indeed. So Tarisha, I've been working with over the last year and a half as we've been building Univine, and she's one of the coaches on there. So the session Tarisha's going to be covering today is abandoning your values can block your dating and relationship success. So she's going to talk around, getting you to identify what values are important to you, because once you understand that, you can have a clearer vision of what you want from your dating and relationship life. And it's quite funny, not a lot of us delve deep enough to understand that or question ourselves enough, and then wonder why we're getting mediocre results. So Tarisha's going to give you some key insights, and as previous session, there's going to be a Q&A where you can pitch in your questions. Maybe you've got some burn-in questions that you've wanted to always ask a dating coach about. So, you know, this is definitely a safe space to express those questions.
That's fabulous. Awesome. And then we've got Frances. Yeah, Frances has come. She's over in Ireland. And I think you're going to be with Frances, aren't you? So what's Frances got in store for us?
So Frances is amazing. So she's going to be running a session called Remove Your Blocks to Create Your Dating Freedom. So Frances is Ireland's #1 dating coach, has won numerous awards, numerous appearances on radio stations and leading publications. And so this is going to be a highly interactive workshop, as well as a talk and a Q&A. And it's going to, again, help you unpack those emotional blocks that you've been carrying consciously, subconsciously, so that you've got a clearer path towards what, not just your dating life, but your own emotional freedom. So there's going to be very much a holistic approach to this session. So definitely one not to be missed. And she's just an awesome all-round human being as well.
And I think there's a bit of hot seat coaching going on in that session as well, isn't it? I mean, this.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, totally. And I think, guys, listen, every single one of you, every single one of us deserves that beautiful, wonderful, fabulous relationship. And I think with Frances, you know, she's going to help us uncover who we are in order to have that. After Frances, we've got 3 more. We've got Cameron. Guys, you don't, and I say, guys, you don't want to miss this one, okay? So tell us a bit about Cameron, Lee.
Yes, so Cameron, before we did the summit, we put a poll to our various networks and followers and audiences. Cameron wanted to do more of a poll-based workshop. And the one that unanimously won was the friend zone. What does it actually mean? And can you escape from the dreaded friend zone as a man? So Cameron's going to do a deep dive into this significant struggle that a lot of men face. But on top of that, he's going to have a panel with a couple of single women who are going to share their thoughts on the dating experience, so that the men get first-hand insight in how to improve their chances. So again, like all the rest of them, this one you definitely can't miss if you've experienced this. And I'm sure most of us men have at some point in our lives.
Fabulous. And then we go on to Daphne. Now, Daphne is based in the UK. I'm really excited to be listening to Daphne. She's a world-class speaker, and she works in the LB. It's got extra letters on now, and I have to read it. The LGBTQIA plus community, doesn't she?
That's correct.
Yeah. And so what is she going to be delivering? What is she going to be doing?
So Daphne's essentially going to be talking about the dating experience within the LGBTQIA plus community. Daphne is actually the first and only fully certified Black female-owned queer matchmaking agency in the United States. So she has a whole host of experience helping people in this community. So these are people that, you know, have already come out, and they just need to improve their dating skills. It applies to those that have not yet come out and trying to find the best way to do so. So she covers the whole spectrum within the community. So again, this is that I think shouldn't just apply to, you know, the LGBTQIA community. Maybe just an education piece for the heterosexuals as well. So definitely worth tuning in for that later this evening.
Totally. And last but not least, we've got Bob and Kylie. Bob and Kylie, phenomenal couple. I met them. I haven't met them in person. They're from Australia. Phenomenal couple. They really are world class. They take center stage. So what are they going to give us? What are they going to give us, Lee?
I couldn't agree more. Bob and Kylie are a phenomenal set of human beings. Bob is actually a mentor of mine. He's a leading figure in the virtual reality space. He does consultancy, probably the most visible influencer in that space. But he's now come up with a new venture called the Framer, which is a new innovative framework created by himself and his partner Kylie. And this is to help you develop the relationships of your dreams. And this can actually be done 1 hour a week. So the problems it really solves in relationships is the lack of communication and how to circumnavigate the deeper rooted issues within that. You know, we're all living very incredibly busy lives. There's so many distractions. And what this session is all about is developing a set of tools that every relationship can use to create more meaningful conversation, develop a shared understanding, and increase their intimacy. So again, for all the people in relationships, or the married couples, you must be at this one. It is going to be a game changer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I have to move. My Wi-Fi is not good as I'm hosting, because I know I can see we're going in and out all the time. We are going to be back here with Caitlin and yes, I know. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be back here again in 10 minutes. We're going to kick off with Carly-Ann and Caitlin, and I'm going to be back here with you literally in 10 minutes time. Listen, guys, we're also going to be Lee and I are going to be jumping on right at the end, okay, at 8 o'clock. So we're going to be wrapping up the day. So we'd love to know your thoughts. We really want to get your insights, your ahas, and get feedback. Listen, this is just the first. This is the beginning for us. So we would love your feedback as well. So we're going to be back here together, just like this, at the end of the day. And we'll see you then. Okay. And yeah, we're going to welcome Carly-Ann and Caitlin in 10 minutes. Okay. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye-bye.